Hello dear students, in this video I will continue with chapter 6 permutations and combinations. Here I will discuss about combinations and solve the questions of exercise 1.4 of chapter 6 from CBSE book student support material. First we will see what is combination. We already know what is the meaning of permutation. If you want to arrange certain objects from the given number of objects, then it is called permutations, whereas an arrangement of objects in which order makes no difference, it is called a combination. So if we want to select objects from a given set of objects, then we have to use combination. So in general there are two types of classification. One is selection and arrangement. Selection of objects, it is called combination, and arrangements of objects, it is called permutation. Now moving on to the formula for combination. So the number of combinations of n different objects taken r at a time is given by NCR, and it is equal to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So from this we can easily see that NC0 equal to 1, which is equal to NCN. So because if we substitute r as 0, we will get NC0 equal to 1. And one more thing, NCR is equal to NC n minus r. So if we consider NC n minus r, and when we simplify by putting r as n minus r, again we get n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So NCR equal to NC n minus r. One more thing to notice, if NCA equal to NCB, then either A equal to B or A equal to n minus b. That is, if NCA equal to NCB, we have n equal to A plus B. Then we have another one theorem, NCR plus NCR minus 1, this is equal to n plus 1 CR. So these are the important points that we have to remember while solving the problems in exercise 1.4. These are the questions from exercise 1.4 of chapter 6 permutations and combinations. First question, if 18CR equal to 18CR plus 2, find RC5. So it is given 18CR equal to 18CR plus 2. Now 18CR, the formula for NCR is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So 18CR will be 18 factorial by r factorial into 18 minus r factorial. This is equal to 18 factorial by r plus 2 factorial into 18 minus r minus 2 factorial. So we have these two 18 factorial will go, and this r factorial, and this is r plus 1 into r plus 2. Since we can write r plus 2 factorial as r factorial into r plus 1 into r plus 2. So here we have, if we have this r factorial, these two will go, and we will have r plus 1 into r plus 2 remaining. So from this we have r plus 1 into r plus 2. This is equal to 18 minus r factorial upon 18 minus r minus 2 factorial. Now this 18 minus r factorial, we can write it as 18 minus r minus 2 factorial into 18 minus r minus 1 into 18 minus r upon 18 minus r minus 2 factorial. So now these two will go. So from this we have r square plus 3r plus 2. This is equal to 17 minus r into 18 minus r. Now this 17 minus r into 18 minus r, it is 306 17 into 18 is 306 minus 35r plus r square. So r square plus 3r plus 2 is equal to this expression. R square will cancel. So from this we get 38r is equal to 304. Therefore, r is equal to 304 upon 38. This is equal to 8. Now we need to find RC5. So we have found R as 8. RC5 will be 8C5. So it is equal to 8 factorial by 5 factorial into 8 minus 5 factorial. So here we can write this as 6 into 7 into 8 upon 3 factorial is 2 into 6. 5 factorial will cancel out and we are left with 6 into 7 into 8. This is 3 factorial is 2 into 3 which is 6. So this is equal to 56. So RC5 equal to 56. Moving on to the next question. If NCR is to NCR plus 1 equal to 1 is to 2 and NCR plus 1 is to NCR plus 2 equal to 2 is to 3, find N and R. So first we will take NCR is to NCR plus 1. This is equal to 1 is to 2. Now NCR is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial is to NCR plus 1 is n factorial by r plus 1 factorial into n minus r minus 1 factorial. This is equal to half. Or from this we have n factorial by r factorial into this n minus r factorial, we can write it as n minus r minus 1 factorial into n minus r into this r plus 1 factorial, we can write it as r factorial into r plus 1 into n minus r minus 1 factorial upon n factorial. This is equal to half. Now these two will go, r factorial will go, n minus r minus 1 factorial will go. So from this we have r plus 1 by n minus r is equal to half, or we have 2r plus 2 equal to n minus r. So we get n minus 3r minus 2 equal to 0. Now using this we will get another equation in n and r. If we solve those two equations, then we can find n and r. Now taking this relation, NC r plus 1 is to NC r plus 2. This is equal to 2 is to 3. Now NC r plus 1 will be n factorial upon r plus 1 factorial into n minus r minus 1 factorial is to NC r plus 2 will be n factorial by r plus 2 factorial into n minus r minus 2 factorial. This is equal to 2 by 3. Or this implies n factorial by r plus 1 factorial. This n minus r minus 1 factorial can be written as n minus r minus 2 factorial into n minus r minus 1 into, now this will become the reciprocal because this is 2. Now this r plus 2 factorial we can write it as r plus 1 factorial into r plus 2 into n minus r minus 2 factorial upon n factorial equal to 2 by 3. Now these two n factorial will go, then r plus 1 factorial will go, then n minus r minus 2 factorial will go. So we are left with r plus 2 upon n minus r minus 1 equal to 2 by 3. So from this we have 3r plus 6 equal to 2n minus 2r minus 2. So we have 2n minus 5r minus 8 equal to 0. So this is equation 2. Now this is equation 1. Let us multiply 1 by 2. So equation 1 into 2 implies 2n. This equation into 2. So 2n minus 6r minus 4 equal to 0. 2n minus 6r minus 4 equal to 0. So let us subtract. So we get r minus 4 equal to 0 or r is equal to 4. Now if we substitute r in equal to 4 in equation 1, we have n minus 12 minus 2 equal to 0 since r equal to 4. So from this we get n equal to 14. Therefore n equal to 14 and r equal to 4. So if we have these two relations, then n equal to 14 and r equal to 4. Next question, show that nc0 plus n plus 1 c1 plus n plus 2 c2 plus up to etc. plus n plus r cr equal to n plus r plus 1 cr. They have already given a hint, so let us use this hint. So we can write this n c0 as n plus 1 c0. So let's consider the left hand side. So we can write n c0 as n plus 1 c0 plus n plus 1 c1 plus n plus 2 c2 plus up to etc. plus n plus r cr. Now there is one theorem that we have seen, that is NCR plus NCR minus 1. This is equal to n plus 1 CR. So using the same theorem, if we substitute R as 1 and n as n plus 1, here we have n plus 1 C1 plus n plus 1 C0. It will be equal to n plus 2 C1. So we can combine these two and we can write n plus 2 C1 and the remaining terms plus n plus 2 C2 plus n plus 3 C3 plus up to etc. plus n plus r CR. Now we can combine these two terms using this same relation. So we get n plus 2 C1 plus n plus 2 C2 will be n plus 3 C2 and the remaining terms we write it here plus n plus 3 C3 plus up to etc. plus here we have n plus r C r minus 1 plus n plus r CR. N plus r minus 1 C r minus 1. Now we can combine these two and we can write it as n plus 4 C4 plus up to etc. plus n plus r minus 1 CR minus 1 plus n plus r CR. We can proceed in this manner and finally we will be left with n plus r minus 1 n plus r CR minus 1 plus n plus r CR. Now using this same theorem, This is equal to n plus r plus 1 CR. This is in the right hand side. So this is equal to the right hand side. So this is, we have to use this theorem in each step and we can proceed. Next question, how many chords can be drawn through 17 points on a circle? So if we have a circle, we are given 17 points and we need to find the number of chords that can be drawn through these 17 points. Now to draw one chord, we require number of points is 2. So the number of chords, we have to select these 2 points from the given 17 points on a circle. So the number of chords will be 17C2. That is, we can select the 2 points from 17 points using 17C2 ways. So the number of chords will be 17C2. So this will be equal to 17 into 16 upon 2 into 1. Or this is equal to 136. Next question, the number of diagonals of a polygon is twice the number of its sides. Find the number of sides of the polygon. So here it is given the number of diagonals is equal to twice the number of sides of a polygon. We need to find the number of sides. So first let us take, let the polygon has n sides. And then we know the number of diagonals, it is equal to the total number of straight lines minus the number of sides. Now we can draw straight lines using 2 points. So it is given number of diagonals is twice the number of sides. We have 2n is equal to nc2 minus n. Since the number of diagonals is given as twice the number of sides, we have taken the number of sides in the polygon as n. So we get 2n is equal to the number of straight lines will be nc2 minus n. So from this we have to find n. 3n will be equal to n factorial upon 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial, or this is equal to n minus 2 factorial into n minus 1 into n upon 2 into n minus 2 factorial. So from this we have, it is 3n equal to n by 2. So 3n equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. These 2n will go. From this we have n minus 1 equal to 6 or n equal to 7. So the number of sides of the polygon is 7. The polygon has 7 sides. Therefore the polygon has 7 sides. Next question, a box contains 6 red and 7 white balls. Determine the number of ways in which 4 red and 3 white balls can be selected. So we have to select 4 red and 3 white balls from 6 red and 7 white balls. We know 4 red balls can be selected from 6 red balls in 6C4 ways and 3 white balls can be selected from 7 white balls in 7C3 ways. So when we multiply those two, we can get the answer. 4 balls can be selected, 4 red balls can be selected from 6 red balls in 6C4 ways. And then 3 white balls can be selected from 7 white balls in 7C3 ways. By fundamental principle of multiplication, the required number of ways is 6C4 into 7C3, or this is equal to 6 into 5 upon 2 into 7 into 6 into 5 upon 2 into 3. So this is equal to 3 into 25 into 7, or it is equal to 525. So the required number of ways is 525. Next question, in how many ways can a committee of 5 is to be formed from 4 teachers and 6 students so as to include at least 2 students? So a committee of 5 should be formed from 4 teachers and 6 students. It has to include at least 2 students. That is, the committee of 5 members, it should have either 2 students and the remaining teachers, or it can have 3 students, the remaining teachers, or it can have 4 students, the remaining teachers, or all 5 students. Now we have to find the number of ways in which we can form these. So if the committee of 5 members should contain at least 5 students, the various possibilities are 2 students and 3 teachers, then 3 students and 2 teachers, then 4 students and 1 teacher, or 5 students. So these are the various possibilities. Therefore, required number of ways will be equal to, here the first one, 2 students can be selected from 6 students in 6 C2 ways, and 3 teachers can be selected from 4 teachers in 4 C3 ways. This is the first one. Plus 3 students can be selected from 6 students in 6 C3 ways, and 2 teachers can be selected from 4 teachers in 4 C2 ways. Plus the next possibility is 4 students and 1 teacher. So it is 6 C4 into 4 C1, and plus all the 5 students, 6 C5 into 4 C0. 4 C0 is 1. Now this, when we simplify, we will get the answer. So this is equal to 6 into 5 upon 2 into 4, and next we have plus, now this 6C3, it will be 6 into 5 into 4 upon 2 into 3 into 4C2 will be 4 into 3 upon 2, plus then 6C4 into 4C1. 6C4 will again be 6 into 5 upon 2, 4C1 will be 4, plus this 6C5 will be 6 and 4C0 is 1. So let us simplify. So this is equal to 60 plus 120 plus 60 plus 6, or it is equal to 246. So the various possibilities are 246. Next question, a cricket team of 11 players is to be formed from 15 players. In how many different ways the team can be selected? If first subdivision, 2 players who scored maximum runs and took maximum wickets respectively must be included. Second subdivision, 1 who is not in form should be excluded. So the first subdivision is, they have mentioned 2 players have to be included. So among the 11 players, the 2 players are already fixed. So the remaining players will be 9. Those 9 players can be chosen from the remaining 13 players. So if 2 players must be included, then the remaining 9 players can be selected from the remaining 13 players in 13C3 ways. 13C9 ways. So 13C9 will be 13 into 12 into 11 into 10 upon 2 into 3 into 4. 3 fours are 12. So it is 13 into 11 into 5, which is 715. Then the next subdivision, one who is not in form should be excluded. If one player should be excluded, then from these 15 players we have only 14 players left. Now the 11 players can be selected from these 14 players in 14 C11 ways, or this is equal to 14 into 13 into 12 upon 1 into 2 into 3. So this is 2. So this is equal to 364. Now to write this 14C11, we have to see the difference between these two. The difference between these two is 3. So here we have to write 3 factorial, and here we have to start from 14 and write the product of the 3 numbers, that is 14 next to 3, that is 14 into 13 into 12. So this is how we can write easily 14C11. Similarly here 13C9, here the difference between these two is 4. So here we have to write the product of the 4 numbers starting from 13 and we have to reduce it, 13 into 12 into 11 into 10 divided by 4 factorial, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Next question, in how many ways can a student choose a program of 5 courses if 10 courses are available and 2 language courses are compulsory for every student? So here a student has to choose 5 courses from the 10 courses available and 2 language courses are compulsory. It means the student has to choose the remaining 3 courses from the remaining 8 available courses. So if 2 courses are compulsory, remaining 3 courses can be selected from the remaining 8 courses in 8C3 ways. So this is equal to 8 into 7 into 6 upon 1 into 2 into 3. Here we can see that this is a smaller number. So we can write 8 into 7 into 6 upon 1 into 2 into 3. Or this is equal to 56 ways. Next question, in how many ways can 7 plus signs and 5 minus signs be arranged in a row so that no 2 minus signs are together? So we have to see the number of ways in which we can arrange 7 plus signs and 5 minus signs so that no 2 signs are together. First, let us arrange the 7 plus signs. Now these plus signs are all same, it can be arranged in any order. Now to arrange these 5 minus signs, we have these places 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So only if the minus signs are arranged here, they will not be together. So the required number of arrangements will be, here we have 8 places for the minus signs to arrange and there are 5 minus signs. So the required number of arrangements will be 8C5. So it is equal to 8 into 7 into 6 upon 1 into 2 into 3. So this is equal to 56. So the required number of ways is 56. Next question, 20 points, no 4 of which are coplanar are in space. Here coplanar means in the same plane. They all lie in the single plane. Here it is given no 4 points are in the same plane. First it is asked how many triangles do they determine, and then how many planes and how many tetrahedrons. So here it is given no 4 points of these 20 points are coplanar. Now for a triangle to be formed, we need 3 points. So those 3 points can be selected from these 20 points in 20 C3 ways, or it is equal to 20 into 19 into 18 upon 2 into 3. So this is equal to, this is 3. This is equal to 1140. So the number of triangles that can be formed is 1140. Now to find the number of planes, if you want to have a plane, you should have at least minimum 3 points. So the number of planes will also be equal to 1140, because again we can select the 3 points from 20 points in 20 C3 ways. So number of planes equal to 1140. Now coming to tetrahedron. If we see a tetrahedron, it has 4 points. And a tetrahedron, the shape is somewhat like this. It is a solid figure. So this is a tetrahedron. And now there are 20 points available, and to select 4 points from these 20 points, we have 20 C4 ways. So the number of tetrahedrons will be 20 C4. So this is equal to 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 upon 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Now this, when we simplify, we get 4845. So the number of tetrahedron is 4845. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.